Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a tactics talk. We're going to put the as in assault. It's an assault TD, fellas. Use the W key, get up, into the front, start punching people in the face. It's a pixel tank game. You don't have to sit on the red line every day. Some people do believe that, though. It's a TD, don't you know? You're a stealthy sniper. I have set an ambush. You know what? I'm going to ambush forward. I'm going to ambush them right in the old face. This is a great setup, though. And I think most of us can kind of recognize this and look at it and go, all right, based on the tiering, I'm top tier. I'm a tier 8. I've got 6s to bully. There aren't really any heavies to deal with, to be honest. And I have this great big colonic gun and some okay armor, pretty good armor considering what I'm facing. My worst problem would be the turtle showing up in town. But it is instructive to look at examples that are obvious like this and kind of get a general feeling for what it looks like in terms of making a decision to push forward in, say, a TD, whether it's assault or whatever. See what I'm doing here. Now, I didn't notice initially that the 34-3 was in town right there, but he's taking on the other TD, and good on him. The other WZ, the other TD, he pushed in. Now, he's getting beat up. I don't know how many are in there, so I don't want to just go rushing in. But I'm also looking at this going, crap. Well, first of all, he killed one of my tier 8s. That's not great. Now he's chasing the Type 58. I have an opportunity to shut down one of their tier 8s. And this is probably one of the more dangerous tanks to me right there, and we kill him. So the danger of this, getting exposed early, putting my side armor to, excuse me, whatever might be over here, is that I could lose some hit points doing this, but I'm looking at it going, the T-28HTC, there's 4 tanks over in the valley. There's a Super Hellcat there, that's 5. 2 are dead now, that's 7. 2 are already, that's 9. And there's a bunch of TDs. I really didn't think there would be much here. I mean, if the Scorpion had pushed up to the road, yeah, I could have lost 500 hit points. That might have sucked. But I'm going to take that opportunity, assault TD, get in there and shut down one of their more important tanks. And right now I'm sort of expecting, if the turtle is pushing forward, and he would be smart to do so, he'd be showing up in town about right now. We do have to watch the valley. You certainly don't want them to just come boiling through the valley, jump up on cap, and beat you, but we have enough tanks there. I'm also not seeing the Scorpion or the turtle. Not surprised about not seeing the Scorpion. I would not expect it to be up front. Even if it was in the valley, it'd be back taking sniper shots. More than likely, it's somewhere along the A row behind. So we'll go ahead and push forward now and see if we can't find something. I'm thinking about shooting that Jackson right there, but he disappears. Don't really want to be spotted by the Super Hellcat. There are some shots into this courtyard here from the middle if you're not careful. Oh, great. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. T-37 spots me, so he's trying to keep an eye on what's going on in the town for his snipers back there. I'm going to try to put a shot here. He disappears, unfortunately. We'll just chuck one in there. Don't think I hit anything with that. We'll pull on back here. So we're watching the valley. The guys down below are doing some decent spotting. I get lit by the T-37 again. Scorpion G. Okay, bit lucky that he didn't pin me. I'll take it, though. One of their Arties dies to counter Artie. That's nice. Didn't notice if he was spotted, but spotted or not, our artillery took him out, so that's very helpful. Okay, we don't really want to go up top. Looks like the Scorpion G's got a nice view on what's going on there. The 37's doing a decent job of falling back and spotting, so we'll use some of this cover here, both camouflage and hard cover in the buildings to sort of sneak forward and see if we can get our gun up there. Things are not looking fantastic in the valley, and let's just pause it here and have a short discussion about positioning, which we covered at the beginning. But look where the turtle is. You know, you pretty standard assault TD or TD spot, right? Hey, I'll support this, and if they come up and over, I'll get all kinds of shots, yada yada. But it's passive. It relies on the other team to do something. As a general rule, I try not to position myself to rely on the other team. Sometimes you have to. There are situations where you know how it's going to kind of go on a map, and based on your tank, that might be a great decision. But as a general rule, I try not to position myself relying on the other team to make mistakes. because I'd rather be proactive so that my good gameplay causes the goodness to happen, vice relying on other people to cause the goodness to happen. Which is why I do like to take everything more or less forward, get into the fight, get the gun singing, that kind of thing. So this Scorpion G is in trouble, except I armor not hit him. That is a big old bummer right there. All right, so he's looking at the 34-2 and then makes a push for the 34-2, which is going to help me. Probably a good move on his part. Thump him for a bunch. Now he's only got 10 hit points. I'm expecting the 34-2 to kill him. There we go. Artillery heading into the 34-2. So we know where the turtle is. He's really taken himself out of the game over there. Our team is probably not that interested in pushing into a 34-2. Now we have a 34-85M. He gets me lit, unfortunately. And this E25, I'm like, buddy, get out of my way, dude. I'm trying to get around this corner. Come on now. There we go. So he's keeping the 34-2 lit. I'm wondering if he'll make a mistake. The Jackson's out there. Oh, there's a 2244. So we'll just prioritize him. See if we can put a big hit on him. That'd be great. There we go, 428. And this guy's sort of pushing into the 34-2, looking to take him down. And he makes a mistake coming around the corner. Sticks the back end out. And then we see the 1357. So let's put more assault into this TD. Let's just go push this guy out. I know the 122-44 is a problem. If he pushes up and over, he may get a shot on me. This thing's in the way, so I'm going to just, no. Not even sure I really had a shot on him. Nope, I did not. There was a rise in the ground right there. So I couldn't get a highlight because the rise in the ground and the truck in front of me. And we're just going to keep pushing in, fellas. Now, the Valley did lose, but we're doing a pretty good job of moving up on these guys. So it's fine, at the moment anyway. There's a 150 kind of holding on by the skin of his teeth. Artillery and a TD back there. We get thumped by the M44. We missed the M44, that's all right. Now I'm just going to keep pushing up here. And the question is, where's the turtle? Well, somebody spotted me. Looks like the turtle spotted me. There he is, all right. Turtle gets a hit on me and unfortunately ammo racks me and I don't have a kit, so that's a big old bummer. This tank does tend to get ammo racked. I'm not sure why, but I spent a lot of time ammo racked with this thing. Try to use this hardcover and maybe a little bit of this camouflage. Where is this guy? Ah, there he is. All right, nice. A little bit of gold for his lower plate. Now he's making a runner. He is, how do we say this nicely? A player that struggles. A player that struggles. Has played a lot, as I recall, but definitely struggles to get something going on. And that may have a lot to do, fellas, with a lot of times that has a lot to do with why people kind of hang out in the back for all the various reasons. Older age, physical issues, etc., etc. And, you know, it's unfortunate for his team. Everyone gets to play the game. You do what you got to do. Play the way you want to play. My advice is to play more aggressively, but some people don't like that or can't do it, all those things. We'll zap him. But at the end of the day, the issue there with all of that, and I may have actually hit one of those blind shots because I think I have more damage than 3,200, but maybe not. We'll find out in the cards. The ultimate result of that for his team is that an extremely important tank on his side in a situation where it could have made a big difference in a better position, that hurt their team. Just based on the setup of this match, the tanks that were involved, he was top tier in a turtle. So without directly attacking him, it's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying that if you are in that position and you've got that turtle that could make a difference in that situation, if you position that way, you're hurting your team. There you go. All right. So I've got another example for you on the same map coming from the other, actually it might be, yeah, from the other direction, coming from the other direction. And it's a little bit different result, but we'll talk about why. All right, so we've gone through some of the preliminaries here. As you can see, we have spawned in this time in the north spawn, not the south spawn, and I'm in the same tank. I'm going into the town for a lot of the same reasons. Though this is a little tougher because there is a Chrysler, a Tiger, there's a Kari, we've got a BZ-58, a Tiger. So there are many more heavies in this tank, and I expect to see some of them in here. We got this guy moving in. And we put a big thumb. Now this dude just lost his mind. I don't know. He's decided he doesn't want to play. I'm scouting. I'm flanking. I don't like the matchup. I don't know. I do eat a shot from the Comet. So he does us a solid. I get 695. What's interesting about this is that's about all the damage I'm going to get. I'm just going to let it go from there. But I am forward with the big gun and the armor and the help. So I'm getting a little bit of assist off the Comet. And this is what I want to talk about here. We're going to actually bounce this guy a couple times. That is unfortunate. I could have had a shot on the Comet right there. Did not notice he had moved around. Chrysler's doing an okay job of angling. And I'm kind of... I thought about pushing in, and I went, let's just drop this tree, although I didn't drop it very well, unfortunately. Not sure if this guy sees me. I think I go for the hatch or something, and it's just a terrible shot. Yeah. Nothing happens there. Nothing good anyway. 274 Alpha. Now, let's take a look at the positioning of the teams. We sent a Tiger. The Scorpion G of ours is in the valley, as you might expect right there, looking to support. I'm not even sure what that position is. Is he up in a little nook there? I have no idea. There's a Leo, a BZ, and a Tiger too. The Kari is supporting. Their Scorpion G is on the road. Pretty standard. And we're not missing too many tanks, fellas. So I can already look at this and go, boy, we really have an advantage in the town. We've already killed 3 of them. One of them just YOLO'd to death. The Comet basically YOLO'd to death. I don't know what happened to 44-100. He died in the middle or something? No, he went in the water, I think. So the enemy team is really just kind of falling apart right here. But these are all things when you're in the middle of the match you should assess and look at and go, what is my advantage? Where can I push? What's my next move? And because I have an extra gun and tank down here in town with these guys, and check it out, I also wanted to mention the Forest Spirit. I've talked a lot about that in the past. Like, there is no reason you can't bring your Forest Spirit or Scorpion into the town, especially if you're backing up multiples. The Tiger P, myself, the 5100, the 274 Alpha, and a lot of times somebody playing this, me included, playing a Forest Spirit or a thin-skinned, glass cannon, I might look at it, Assault TD, and a couple other guys going into town and go, you know what, I like that. I'm going to go support them with this big gun. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to hide behind stuff, and when it's my turn to pop out and give them 500, that's what I'm going to do. Obviously, I'm not going to try to side scrape or be the first guy in or all that crap. But they have mobility, and they've got a big gun. And as a support tank, you support. Well, you might support from the A row way back there, I guess. But not as well as you can from right here, where you can pop out and just wreck things. And if we look at this, what can be in town? Well, we know that the Chrysler is. What else? Well, look at what's lit and what they have. Maybe the WZ's in here somewhere. Maybe a Tiger 1. The Scorpion and Super Hellcat? Could be. Could have a player that's doing a similar thing to the Spore Spirit. But we're at tier 8. I would love the Scorpion and Super Hellcat to be in here. Would absolutely wreck them. Alright, so we're going to just have a really bad day trying to shoot this dude. Yeah. As advertised. Not surprised. I'm not able to get into the lower plate. I see, oh, and check it out, dudes. Exactly like I said. Just, you got to love it. And he's in a great spot. He knows from there, and I've knocked that tree down, by the way, to help him. That's why you knock the tree down there. It's actually not quite to the left enough. It needs to be slightly more left. But this guy knows what he's doing. He could also knock this tree down and help himself out a little bit as well. But he took the opportunity, and he just thumped that guy. And check it out. I'm up to 1,640 assists. And that's the thing I wanted to talk about. When I said I don't make a whole bunch of damage here, I'm forward. And if you're forward, you can be spotting, you can be tracking things, you can be getting assist in that manner. And while I only have 695 damage, I have 1,600 assists, so I'm already up to 2,400 combined. You know, you look at that and go, it's not a very good damage game. Yeah, you're right, it's not a very good damage game. But I've already got 1,600 assists to chuck on top. That's experience, that's credits, right? You gotta love it. That is aiding your team. Now, their team is in trouble. Once you grab this much map, they have to really mount a significantly good defense of sniping guys, and generally it needs to be low hit point guys. And as you can see, we've lost virtually no hit points running over their tanks, the few anyway that were in town. So we're in great shape. We have hit points to give, to push. and start lighting them up. So generally these last ditch defenses where people turtle up win because it's a bunch of low hit point guys trying to push. But in this case, there's so many hit points closing in on them. They just are going to have real trouble trying to break down all of these hit points. I'm just going to keep going, guys, and watch what it does for me. Look, the LPC is kind of there. I know there we go. So we light this guy. Got the WZ spotted. Those are not mine, though. Somebody else lit them. I guess, yep, there we go. So I get lit. The LPC must have lit him. There we go. We find the Scorpion. Nice. I shoot, and I get a whole 79 hit points. I light all those guys. Get a little bit extra assist there. There you go, 350 more assist. There's a Kari. There's this guy. Scorpion, or that's a Hellcat, sorry. We're up to 2,247, guys, just by assaulting, pushing. Only 773 damage, 2,301 assist. You gotta love it. Clean up on aisle 2. I mean, there's nothing special or spectacular about this, right? We're just... There we go. Get a whole 171 off of him. Up to 2,300 assist. Gotta love it, man. Kari. I think he actually looks at me and shoots me. Yeah, he does. Nope. He was thinking about it, though, and I shoot late. That's unfortunate. 944 damage. 2,301 assist. Everyone's dying. Baby's crying, all that kind of stuff. So, over 3,000 combined. Assault TD. Both directions. Coming from the south, coming from the north. Both fairly permissive. Both enemy teams did not do so much, but a lot of it had to do with their positioning, right? Neither one of them put very many guys into the town. We did. We put enough. Guys were aggressive. Took out the guys in the town. Didn't lose too many hit points. The first example, it did take us a while to move across, across the clear ground in the north. But a great example on the second one of if you do have hit points in a lot of tanks, that's when those kind of turtles don't really work very well, because we just had so many hit points to give. They could have been just shooting, and we're just going to keep collapsing in on them, and we've got the hit points. If we'd have come around that corner, 5 or 6 of us, all 1-shots or 2-shots, that may have gone very different with their turtle there. But they're already in big trouble because their positioning was horrible. The few guys they sent to town didn't do any damage anyway. That is just a recipe for disaster, and you can really take advantage of situations like that with TDs like this. If you look at the right, if you analyze it correctly, look at it and go, you know what, this looks like a good time for putting the AS in assault. You guys have a fantastic one. I gotta go. It's about to rain and I gotta go to work. We will see you.